there is a big confusion about how worthy a human being is, because there are two different kinds of self-worth. A human being has a kind of self-worth that is innate, and it is not dependent on the success of the person. Because if we really have a look at it, the worth of a human being is not measurable. How do you want to measure the worth of a human being? Not possible. There is no end. Your worth is endless, limitless. We all are infinitely worthy. And there is this second kind of self-worth. And this is where things get confusing, because on one side people believe that human beings are equal in their worth, but on the other side you also see the differences. And maybe you have also treated a beggar differently than a boss of a company, and I understand that. And this has to do with this second kind of self-worth, the success self-worth. That is a flexible self-worth. It can change. It depends on how somebody looks, how intelligent somebody is, how much success this person has achieved, how much money they have, all these things. And most and foremost, it is about how much a person realizes how worthy they are and feels worthy and feels their infinite self-worth and expresses their self-worth. And the relation between these both kinds of self-worth is that this flexible self-worth, which is not infinitely, not limitless, and which is not stable, is always smaller, because infinite, not measurable, limitless is always bigger. So in truth we are equally worthy, because we are all infinitely worthy when it comes to our innate self-worth. You are infinitely worthy. Always. And nobody can take your innate self-worth as a human being away from you. You have the capacity to feel joy. You have the capacity, you can feel love, and that makes you incredibly worthy. You are an expression of this infinite intelligence called life. We are wonderful beings. And even if this success self-worth is going sometimes down or sometimes more up, that does not change our infinite self-worth at all. It does not affect this infinite self-worth that we have. And this is very important, that we understand that, and that we respect each other more and see the value in each other, and also that we realize how worthy we are. Because then life gets so much more joyful. Because we have an inner being, and this inner being is always giving us a signal And this signal is our feeling state. Our inner being is the bigger part of us, the part that we were before we were born in this human being, in this body. And through joy it gives us the signal that we are very connected to its perspective on our life. And one moment. And if we see that there are so many possibilities that our inner being is seeing for us, then we are in this abundant perspective, and our inner being always has the focus on what is possible for us and how worthy we are and how good things can be for us. It is never focused on lack, and it wants to help us to see it in the same way, because if we focus in this direction, we are going more in this direction in life. And so our inner being wants to guide us through our emotions. And if we are focused in any way focused on lack in any area of our life, it gives us a negative feeling, like a navigation system, like when you were driving in a car. It gives you the signal, please turn around. Negative feeling means your thoughts or your actions are going in a lack direction. Please turn your thoughts around, or please align your actions with a more abundant and loving perspective. It does not mean that something in the outside has gone wrong. And we feel, if we have a negative feeling, we feel something is off. But the misunderstanding was that we thought the situation, the outside situation, was the problem. And in reality, it is our viewpoint on the situation. Maybe you have experienced sometimes in life that the same situation, for example, somebody does not treat you in a nice way, and the same situation does not trigger you in the same way as before. But it has not to do with the situation. If you feel differently about the same situation, then it cannot be about the situation. And it is not. It is about your perspective. It is about your focus. It is if you are connected to yourself, to your inner self, to the guidance that it is giving you. So the negative feeling is there for you. It is not against you. It is help that your inner being wants to offer you to show you the way. And it is very annoying if this navigation system says, turn around, turn around. This is like negative feeling. Yeah, you want to shut it off. You want to change the outside circumstances. You think something is wrong with that. But in reality, you need to shift your focus. You need to align your actions. And you don't have to believe me. You can observe if that is true. And you will experience that you can have very challenging situations, and if you choose in this situation the thought, oh, this is so great that I'm so free that I can really feel happy in this situation where this really difficult situation is here, or where these things happen, something is getting destroyed that was valuable, and you disconnect from this situation and you choose the thought, oh, that's so good that I am free to choose my feelings and to choose my thoughts deliberately, and that I can feel happy in this situation, you will feel very happy. Even if something happens where you think you should feel not happy. But it does not depend on the outside circumstances. And please try that, and not only once, but become very strong. Train that muscle of being happy and aligning your thoughts to your inner being. And if you feel this connection more and more, and focus more and more on the possibilities that are there, and on your worthiness, and on the worthiness of others, and on the chances, then you will get happier and happier and happier and even happier. And life gets better. But you need to know that you have the power to influence your circumstances, and it is like a radio. You are the receiver of a certain frequency, and if you choose happiness, if you turn your dial on happiness, then you receive happiness. You are more matched to happy people, to happy situations and whatever. But the thing is, in life we have the possibilities to value something more through experiencing the absence of it, and through the absence of something we realize the value of it more. So it is for us, if we experience a kind of wish for something, and if we choose a topic like temperature, we pick up the topic temperature, and we have in our hand the whole stick with both ends, with cold and warm. And when it comes to happiness, and we choose the stick of happiness, we have happy and unhappy. So if we say, okay, I am happy, I represent happiness now, then life gives us the possibility to experience our freedom and power in giving us the whole stick. We say we are happy, happiness is on this end, and unhappiness comes in the same moment in some way. So if we choose happiness, maybe somebody calls us who's very unhappy, or we see something happening that could make us unhappy. And this is our choice point. This is our possibility to choose our feeling state independently from the outside circumstances, and to free ourselves emotionally from the need that something happens in the outside to give us a reason to feel a certain way. And so it can be that if we choose happiness, we will also experience for a while unhappy things, which trains us to stay stronger in our feeling of happiness, even in circumstances where unhappiness is also present in some way. We have then the possibility to shift our focus to our choice, to our inner feeling of happiness, and to the realization of how powerful we are in choosing our feeling deliberately. If you like it, give this video a thumbs up. See you in the next one.